What up, YouTube? Today I'm going to be doing something to help both you and me. I recently started IT classes, and this is a chapter I am having to study for, chapter 1 in our book. I am a auto-visual learner, but sometimes I have some ADHD issues but really makes it challenging for me to sit down and read for long periods of time. So I have to quite often read things out loud, record them, and play them back as I do other things to help things sink in. Especially right now, I don't know when you're watching this, but this is during the whole COVID thing, and all my classes are virtual, so I don't get to listen to the teacher explaining class. There are a lot of flashcards, and I can't promise I'm going to get through all of them, but I'm going to try. And they're not in particular order. Let's see now. First one is escalate. To assign a problem to someone higher in the support chain of an organization. This action is normally recorded in call tracking software. Library. A collection of one or more folders that can be stored on different local drives or on the network. Sleep timers. The number of minutes of inactivity before a computer goes into power saving state, such as sleep mode. Category view. The default view in control panel that recognizes utilities grouped by category. Ticket. An entry in a call tracking system made by the person who receives a call for help. A ticket is used to track a document actions taken, and it's open until the issue is resolved. Logical topology. The logical way computers connect on a network. System window. A window that displays brief but important information about installed hardware and software and gives access to important Windows tools needed to support the system. Classic view. A view and control panel that presents utilities as small or large icons that are not grouped. Windows 10, obviously operating system. The latest Microsoft operating system for personal computers and tablets, and an upgrade to Windows 8. Path. A drive and list of directories pointing to a file such as that. Gadgets. A mini app that appears on Windows 7 desktop. Pinning. Making a frequently used application more accessible by adding its icon to the taskbar on the desktop. Windows 8.1, a free update to Windows 8. System tray. See notification area. Some of these is kind of boring because it's like see other cards. You're just going to have to learn to expect that. Control panel. Be shot if you don't know what that is. A window containing several small utility programs called applets or apps that are used to manage hardware, software, users, and the system. Volume. Not the sound, not the amount of space taken up in the container. It is a primary partition that is assigned to a drive letter and can be formatted with a file such as NTFS paired with logical drive. I realize that's probably backwards for you, but I bet it's better than nothing, right? Metro user interface. See a modern interface. Sys tray, like system tray. See notification area. Navigation pane. Now we're getting somewhere. In File Explorer, Windows Explorer, a pane on the left side of the window where devices, drivers, and folders are listed. Double-click an item to drill down into it. That's an unusual term. Drill down. I'm going to be hearing that a lot, right? Get used to it. Windows Explorer, obviously. A program used to explore the internet, right? A Windows 7 utility used to view and manage files and folders. Power File Explorer. I was wrong. Must be Internet Explorer I was thinking of. Live and learn. Action Center. A tool on Windows 8/7 that lists errors and issues that need correction. So I imagine that's 8 and 7, but they put 8/7. That's what I'm going to assume. Live tiles. On the Windows 10 Start menu or the Windows 8 Start screen, tiles used by some apps to offer continuous real-time updates. I believe I had those on my Windows phone before I upgraded to a decent phone. Compressed zipped folder. Been years since I used one of those. A folder with a .zip extension that contains compressed files. When files are put in the folder, they are compressed. When files are moved to a regular folder, they are decompressed. Media Center. In some editions of Windows /8, a digital video recorder and media player is not available in Windows 10. Task View. A Windows 10 feature used to create and manage multiple desktops. Notification Area. An area to the right of the taskbar that holds the icons for running services. These services include volume control and network connectivity, also called the system tray or sys tray. File name. The first part of the name assigned to a file, which does not include the file extension. In Windows, a file name can be up to 255 characters. I would be surprised if that's on a test. Branched Cache. A Windows feature to optimize the content on a WAN by caching the content on local servers for better access. Modern interface. You've heard so much about this. In Windows 10/8, an interface that presents the Windows 10 live tiles and their apps on the Windows 8 start screen to the user. In Windows 8, it is called the Metro User Interface or Metro UI. Taskbar. A bar normally located at the bottom of the Windows desktop that displays information about open programs provides quick access to others. Cortana. A Windows 10 voice-enabled digital assistant and search feature, also known as the Windows equivalent to Siri or Alexa. Start screen. In Windows 8, a screen with tiles that represent lean apps. Lean apps? That's new. Which use few system resources and are designed for social media, social networking, and the novice end user. Folders. See subdirectory. Sound applet. An applet associated through control panel to control default speaker and microphone and adjust Windows handle sounds. You like my robot voice? It's more fun doing it this way. Standby mode. Stay sleep mode. Settings app. In Windows 10, an app to view and change many Windows settings. Azure Active Directory. Azure AD. Microsoft Domain Services managed by Microsoft Servers in the cloud. Windows 10 Business and Professional Edition support joining an Azure domain. I thought Azure was a hue of blue. Okay. Suspend mode. See sleep mode. I think it means it's the same thing. Peer-to-peer, P2P. I've heard that term before. As applied to networking. A network of computers that are all equals or peers. Each computer has the same amount of authority, and each can act as a server to the other computers. I would imagine a computer room is full of computers for students. That would be peer-to-peer. Boyd experience, BYOD. Microsoft feature that allows a personal device to join an Azure domain and access corporate resources of the domain. Metro UI, see modern interface. Root directory. The main directory at the top of the top-down hierarchical, whatever, structure of subdirectories created when a hard drive or disk is first formatted. In Linux, it's indicated by a /. In Windows, it's indicated by a /. Recycle bin. Oh, good God. If you do not know what this is, you need help. A location on the hard drive where deleted files are stored. Hibernation, a power-saving state that saves all work to the hard drive and powers down the system. Workgroup. In Windows, a logical group of computers and users in which administration, resources, and security are distributed throughout the network without centralized management or security. Call tracking software, a system that tracks the dates, times, and transactions of help desk or on-site IT support calls, including the problem presented, the issues addressed, who did what and when, and how each call was resolved. So that's just a way they can track how issues enter the system, how long it takes to fix them, who did what, and when it is finished. And the longer things are in a ticket system, the higher priority they are. Folder options applet. In Windows 8/7, an applet accessed through control panel that manages how files and computers are displayed in File Explorer or Windows Explorer compared with File Explorer options applet. System information. A Windows tool. I'm not saying that. A Windows tool that provides details about a system, including installed hardware and software, the current system configuration, and currently running programs. Active Directory, AD. A suite of services and databases provided by a Windows Server that is used to manage Windows domains, including 5 groups of services: domain services, certificate services, federation services, rights management, and lightweight directory services. Power options applet. An applet access through control panel that manages power settings to conserve power. Awesome. Device drivers. A small program stored on the hard drive and installed in Windows that tells Windows how to communicate with a specific hardware device, such as a printer, network, port on a motherboard, or even a scanner. Client, server. 2 computers communicating using a local network or the internet. One computer, the client, makes requests to the other computer, the server, which enters the request. Sleep mode. A power-saving state for a computer when it is not in use, also called standby mode or suspend mode. Physical topology. A physical arrangement of connections between computers. Domain user accounts. An account assigned to a user by Active Directory that identifies the user and defines user rights on a domain, also called a network ID. Oh my. Home group. In Windows 8/7, a type of peer-to-peer network where each computer shares files, folders, libraries, and printers with other computers in the home group. Access to the home group is secured using a home group password, which Windows 10 does not support a home group as it is considered a security risk. 32-bit operating system. A type of operating system that processes 32 bits at a time. File Explorer options applet. The Windows 10 applet used to determine how files and folders are displayed in Windows File Explorer. Windows 8 and 7, the applet is called folder options. Bet you didn't know that. A domain. In Windows, a logical group of network computers, such as those on a college campus, the share of centralized directory database of user account information and security. 64-bit operating system. Want to bet this is an operating system that runs in 64 bits? I'm a genius. Network and sharing center. The primary Windows 7, 8, and 10, 8, and 7. Utility used to manage network connections. Subdirectories. A directory, a folder contained in another directory or folder, also called a child directory or a folder. Wow, this is just so interesting. A charms bar. A menu that appears on the right side of a Windows 8 screen when you move your pointer to the right corner. File Explorer. Windows 10 and 8 utility used to view and manage files and folders. Graphical User Interface, also called GUI, an interface that uses graphics as opposed to a command-driven interface. Child directories, C, subdirectory. Wow, didn't see that coming. A charm. Apparently, it's not a magic spell used to make people fall in love with you. Instead, it is a Windows 8 shortcut that appears in the charms bar. Service. A program that runs in the background to support or serve Windows or an application. Operating system, OS. Software that controls a computer. An OS controls how system resources are used, and it provides a user interface, a way of managing hardware and software, and ways to work with files. We almost started. File extension. A portion of a file name that indicates how the file is organized or formatted. It's type of content in a file, and the type of content in a file, and what program uses the file. In command lines, the file extension follows the file name and is separated from it by a period. For example, in msd.exe, the exe is the file extension. I knew that without even reading it. I knew what a file extension was. Arrow User Interface. I don't think you're talking about Aeropostle. The user is set an interface that gives Windows a transparent, glossy appearance, also called Arrow Glass or Arrow Interface. Last one. Notepad. A text editing program. Thanks for watching. Comment below. Maybe I'll put up more videos like this. It is to help both you and I study. Thanks for watching. Please help this channel grow by hitting the like button and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and bye, y'all.